Episode 395. Thank you all for listening to episode 394, The Grayson Show. I am Gray Lamarck, here with my co-host.
Wet Bear.
Mildew Cody.
Dubb.
Oh, you couldn't be like, moldy Dubb or something.
You should have been dry Dubb.
Yeah, try Dubb.
He sounds smothered.
Poor Dubb. All right, so we got to thank some people. Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, the first sponsor of Over the Line podcast. Just saw Brandon today. He's doing a couple orders for the company. He's talking to him about some things that we could do for the pod in the future and just coming up with some ideas. So thank you, Brandon. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Over the Line podcast. He will hook you up with that deal. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Toronto, Canada.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve. Just recently on Monday played in the Savage Foundation golf outing, and it was pretty neat. They gave away $50,000 to local charities. It was pretty awesome. I told you boys I won 3 bottles of wine. It was funny when 3 $80 bottles of wine, and I don't drink, so that's fantastic. And ended up giving one away. Still got 2 here, and then won a 12 tickets to the Savage Suite for a UT men's basketball game next year. So that's going to be fun. So, I'm taking all the pod boys. We're going. And I'm hoping it's when they play BG because I just want to shit on Brandon all day long.
They don't let BG people in those suites.
But we do get the full buffet. We get all the good stuff, and we get to watch the UT game. So we know the pod's going. Got you 3 on here. Sparty Steve's got to come, of course. Get some of the grown-ups to come. We're going to have a good time. It'll be good. Just got to find out when they get the schedule out which game we want to go to.
So back to this wine. Like, what kind of wine is it?
So I am not a wine savant, but it's a Camus Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's a
But
Cabernet.
it has alcohol in it. There's drinking.
It's alcoholic. Yeah, that's it. Alcoholic.
What are you gonna do? Spit it and do like a little thing and try it?
He's gonna swoosh it around
and just right back into the spittoon.
in a spittoon.
You haven't spit out alcohol in your entire life.
I don't know, man. I saw it come back up on the street.
Oh yeah, but that's not spitting it out though.
I just want to know what it is. I like all kinds, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
some cheese.
forgot
cheese to
you
go with it.
he graduated from Miller Lite to boxed wine, so this would be putting him at the VIP section.
Oh, it's a box, bottle, doesn't matter.
What? It's all right, Dubb. So thank you. So thanks, Sparty Steve, and
Bag, doesn't matter.
was happy to be a part of that and part of a lot of money going to charity. It's great. We support charity, so we're looking forward to that. We have the golf outing we're supporting here in August on the 21st, the AWYF Foundation golf outing. We have a hole we're sponsoring. We got 2 teams going in. We're looking pretty good, so we're doing our part as we always like to do. And of course, last but not least, we got Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Yeah. Make sure you get to datingtransformation.com. There's some people that we sat around last week, a few days ago, that probably needed that. Unfortunately, I didn't have a card at hand, so I'll have to get that next time to give them out at random place. Won't mention where. But if you need it, make sure you tell a friend, right? You know friends that need it. You got to tell them, because there's this dude who definitely needed it, but he had no friend to tell him. So you got to tell him. So make sure you get to datingtransformation.com. And in the meantime, get Connell's book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't, on Amazon.com.
All right, so we're gonna do this a little different today. We're gonna do trivia first to get old Jeremy out of here. Jeremy, I told him you would be on soon. Bear would be here soon, so hopefully he'll join us here in a minute. But what do we have for updated stand? Oh, sorry, Cody, were you gonna say something?
I was going to ask if Jeremy was in mourning since Quinn Snyder left.
Oh yeah, goodbye, Quinn. He might be. Rudy Gobert's still there though, so he's happy.
It's even
They got somebody to cry with him.
No, it's all good. He'll be fine. I don't think he's worried. He's probably going to make some comment or say some shit about the greatest shooter that ever lived, Steph Curry. So we'll see when that comes up.
Oh boy.
Donovan Mitchell's not happy.
No, he'll be gone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
to the Knicks.
You think so?
Oh yeah. That's only who else is gonna take him? He don't play any defense. He like James Harden without the strip club and the fat.
Ooh.
Hey, Grandpa just hit another 3. Thank you, Grandpa.
Horford?
Yep.
Yeah, he gonna drop like 25 tonight.
I hope so. And I hope they win by about 40. Need something. But NBA they go 2-2-1-1-1, right?
Yeah, they're not on the 2-3-2 anymore. Anyways, updated standings for trivia. Gray with 86, Kode with 43, myself with 47, Dubb at 60, Parrot with 6, Brandon with 0, Shiv with 0, and Peapod with 4.
Peapod, our friendly neighborhood Peapod. He is going to be on, by the way, in a couple weeks to talk about RPW's next event. So he will join us here in a few weeks. And Jeremy,
told him so is Peapod going to talk about how AEW Double or Nothing is probably still going on?
He might. They're on night 17. All right. So Jeremy's got us some stuff. I heard this great stat the other day. Hopefully you guys did not hear it, but if so, that will give you some points. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green now have 18 wins together in the finals as a trio. They're one game behind which trio for most wins in the finals? Worth 3 points.
Well, I like it. Question.
I haven't heard it either, but I'm just going to take a wicked stab.
All
right.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Man.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say I can think of like 3 different trios that could have
only
question.
Stop shooting threes. God.
There's only 2 I can think of.
Here we go.
And I'm gonna try to let me see.
I mean, what is that? So there's 4 games, so it's at least
5 titles,
5 series.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it seems obvious 2 of them, but the other I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing, though, is a trio. I guess now that I'm thinking trio.
Or is it a trick question, you know?
Well, trio is tough.
Yeah, no, that's my problem. I
It
think I
was
have
2.
2. I think I have 2, but I don't. The third, I'm just taking a guess based on the question. No. God, son of.
Only ones I could only think of two different trios. And then if it's trios, that I don't know, trios made it kind of easier.
Only one I can think of because 18 wins. I mean, that's
Yeah. Are we ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bear.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. See, that was Bear. That was who said that? Jordan, Pippen, Grant. Yeah, Bear. That was what I was thinking too. But based on the question, I went with Kerr because it just seems like a thing. But I like what they said too.
Kukoc was there too. That's the only reason why I was trying to. I mean, I knew it wouldn't have been Rodman, Kerr, Kukoc, so I was thinking maybe Grant for a while.
Spurs is a good one too.
Well, my other one was that, but I couldn't think of who the third would be.
Duncan, Parker, Ginobili.
Especially if they're only doing wins. I mean, if they're only doing wins, they went to the finals, 7 times together?
That's a good point.
I see. I didn't remember that. I don't remember Parker being there for
I think it was 7.
All right, bonus. So Duncan, Parker, Ginobili. Which trio is in third place with 16 wins? I'm going to stick with my original.
Let me give Kode their points.
They're for 3. They were only there for 3 though, so you only got 12 there. If my math is correct.
Who?
Jordan, Pippen, and Kerr, right?
I'm just sticking with him. Dude, I don't know. Horace Grant would have been my other guess, but I'm sticking with my original.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was only there for 3 too. So because he left in '94.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. It's only I can. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm gonna go. Oh no, that's wrong. No, because he was only there for 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try.
For 2 points.
I'm sticking with my original.
Stick with my original. You guys go ahead. 3, 2, 1, and go. Wade, Bosch, LeBron.
They only won 3 titles, didn't they?
Yeah, but they went 4
Yeah.
years, didn't they?
Yeah, they went 4 years.
Well, they only won 2, and they lost 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if they're only counting wins though, if
Yeah.
they're counting wins, yeah, that's the only
Or
thing I can
8.
think of.
Well, they would have had to lose 4-3, 4-3, and win 4 whatever. I don't think that happened.
Yeah.
I would have said like Shaq, Kobe, and somebody else. Dubb, who was yours?
Oh,
That's
that's
what I was thinking Shaq, Kobe, and
Mm-mm.
freaking
Corey.
No, it'd be if anybody,
Derek
it'd be
Fisher.
Shaq, Kobe, and Derek Fisher. Yeah,
That was my other thought.
But that's only
Bird,
3
McHale, Parrish. Didn't even think about that. All right. So 3 points each for Dubb and Kode on that one. That's nice. All right. And for wrestling, between the members of the Shield, Rollins, Ambrose, and Roman, which of the 3 has won the most titles in the WWE for 2 points?
Sound like a trick question.
I think so too.
Or is it so tricky it's obvious?
Right. Like I'm like Ambrose because it seems like a trick, Roman because it seems obvious, but then you're like, well, Seth won a lot.
I did it. I'm going. I'm putting mine in.
Yeah, I'm going the trick question. Kode, who you got?
All right, I got old Mox.
You got Mox as well. Watch him fucking be Roman.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Seth freaking Rollins, 6-time tag team champion.
Tag team champion. Oh,
That's all I got for this week.
Forgot they wasted time doing that with Seth Rollins.
All right, so guys got some points this week. Dubb got 9. Well, how many did he get? 5.
5.
Yep. All right, so let's go over to. We got to get onto the other screen. Let's talk about old. You want to do golf or NASCAR first?
We can do golf. We always start there.
All right, let me get that screen up and we'll go to golf. Go ahead, sir.
The Memorial this last weekend. Pretty solid tournament. Billy Horschel came out of nowhere and shoots a 65 on Saturday to take a big lead. Ended up winning. So Billy Horschel is your Memorial champion. Hasn't been playing that well, so it kind of came out of nowhere, honestly. Aaron Wise was second. Joaquin Neiman, Patrick Cantlay were third. Max Homa, Will Zalatoris, Denny McCarthy, Salith Thigala, Daniel Berg were fifth. Sung J M, John Rahm, and Brendan Steele were 10th. So Rahm got me a 10. Didn't play that well this week and still got a 10, so I guess I can take it. Cantlay got Gray a 3. Matt Kuchar got Dubb a 45. Kode got a 60 out of Cam Young, who was leading after day 1. Let me look and see exactly what he shot. He shot 84 on Sunday. 84 on Sunday. Yeah. So that was a rough one for him. He was in position there to have a good run and unfortunately did that. And then Patrick Reed shot or was 53rd for Parrott. Good time to take him because he ain't playing on the tour anymore. Going to the LIV with Bryson. So great time to get Patrick Reed out of the way. And great pick for Greg. I think your FedEx Cup winner was Bryson, so you won't be winning that one. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't think I'm going to win a cup, but who's behind me now? Is it still you, Bear? Yeah, Bear, you're behind me. So right now I am at 610 on the points, and Bear is at 722.
Mm-hmm.
So got a pretty good lead. I need to go first. I think it's a risky pick. We're gonna see. He missed the cut at the Memorial this week. Was 3 over, but at the PGA he finished 5th. At Wells Fargo he finished 2nd. RBC Heritage he missed the cut. So he's either missing the cut or he's finishing top 10. So get me Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Okay. Not a bad pick.
Bear.
I'm going Johnny Vegas this week. Jonathan Vegas, to be precise. He plays well at the RBC Canadian, always has. But this course it's set up for bombers. And Johnny Vegas, I think, is 5th right now in driving distance on tour. He's been playing well lately. Playing that, having a big driver here is going to help. So I'm hoping he can get me at least a top 20 this week, unless he can pull off a W. But it worries me because I heard his name floated around for the LIV as well. I don't think it'll happen this week, but it may happen down the line. So it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing there. But yeah, should be a good week for Johnny, hopefully. Up in Canada.
All right. Next would be Parrot, but I just sent him a message to see if we can get his picks here. And then Kode.
Sam Burns.
It's a good pick.
Did you already pick him? Is this one of those?
Did I take him already?
Yeah, you did. Billy Ho
Yeah,
and Sam Burns.
Shit.
I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it.
All right. Yeah. Give me. I don't think I took him.
Who?
Did I? Shane Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
Sugar
I take
Shane.
Lowry.
You did not.
All right, I'm taking Lowry.
Good pick.
That is a good pick. Dubb.
You're on a roll here. You went Gooch and Cooch.
Yeah. Give me yeah, but there's no one else that Gooch. Yeah, there's no one else that goes.
Phil Mickelson's a mooch.
There you go with the mooch.
I don't think there's a smooch, so.
Yeah, you had me thinking there for a second. Give me Adam Hadwin.
I was going to say Adam Hadwin.
I'm happy someone took a Canadian.
Yeah, no shit, right?
That's a good pick this week, too.
So we'll see what happens. So what'd you say, Bear? So who went? Bryson's going, and who else?
Bryson went. Patrick Reed went. DJ went. Signed for $125 million. Mickelson is there officially now as well. I think they said he signed for $200 million, but that number is unofficial. So Kevin Na's there, and a couple of the other smaller guys. But those are your big guys. And honestly, really, the PGA so far is avoiding the needle movers, and that's good. That's what they need. They can't afford a Justin Thomas, who spoke out today and said, "This is the best tour in the world. I'm not leaving." John Rahm, Jordan Spieth, definitely those guys they got to keep, and I think they will. And
Who said that, Bear? Who said that there was the best tour in the world and they're not leaving?
Justin Thomas.
Nah, he'll be the next one to go.
You think they try to offer Tiger $500 million?
No. They offered him 900.
Did they really?
That's what I heard. Yeah,
they said it was close to $1 billion, and he turned it down.
Wow.
But I'll tell you that, Cody. I would be. I mean, you never say never, right? Because money talks to everybody.
Right.
I'd be shocked though, and I say that because Justin Thomas's grandpa and dad are both PGA professionals and always have been. So I doubt that he's ever going to leave the PGA. But a Spieth, maybe. Rahm, sure. Brooks Koepka, absolutely. Big possibility. So it'll be interesting. But I saw an interesting little note, which would be, I think would be awesome, is that like down the line, if there's LIV gets more guys, they should get rid of the Ryder Cup and do a Ryder Cup as PGA Tour guys versus LIV.
LIV guys, that would be awesome.
That would be fun.
Oh, that'll never happen, though.
It won't, but it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be dope. But the PGA gonna be so bitter. They're gonna be like bitter baby mamas, man. Ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be like a bitter baby mama at a birthday party.
I'm impressed because
you show up with the new girl.
They're letting people out of their contracts. So I think they've got past this stage and they just realized it and they're just kind of like, well, screw it. Just let
Yeah, because they'll come back, right? Because they can play both if they're available.
They could play like in the USGA events, which is like the US Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PGA Tour events. I don't think they're going to let them because they're getting them out of like their contracts or whatever the hell they are.
So
Yeah,
they
I
let them
think the
keep
only
their card.
things
They
they
let
can
them keep their tour card, though, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Really?
last I seen, they're only allowed to play in like the opens. So it'd be like the British Open, US Open,
So like the majors,
And-
basically.
and yeah, maybe the Masters. But in the Masters invitation only as well.
Yeah, I mean, Masters. I mean, obviously Phil, who's won it. If you win the Masters, you have an invitation for life.
Right.
So he could get in. But yeah, a lot of these PGA Tour events.
Yeah, they can't play any PGA Tour events. So like
Yeah, they
basically, when they go to live, they're just giving it up.
Pretty much.
But I mean, if you're gonna tell me that I can get more guaranteed money than Tiger Woods ever won on tour, then yeah, I'm signing up too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to. I mean, this is the thing, right? It all depends on where you're at in life, right? Do you want to set up like a lot of these guys are saying it's for the family, it's generational wealth, and they're right. It is.
Yeah.
You get Dustin Johnson getting $125 million, not only sets up his kids, but his kids' kids, and probably his kids' kids with that kind of money, unless he snorts it on coke. But I digress. Is that it's true, and that's fine, and that's totally fair. It's a totally fair thing to do, and that's their decision, 100% their decision, and there's nothing wrong with it.
So my question for you is, so let's just talk about this real quick. I'm going to bring this over because I'm just looking more into it just real quick. I see LIV. I'm like, what'd the name come from? It's 54 holes. That's your tournament. Okay, that makes sense. So it's team based, or what? I don't understand. Because like, here's your teams.
So this must just be for this tournament, I think.
Okay.
Still, I mean, this is all still new to everyone, so I'm still learning about all of this. But yeah, I think what they're going to do, they're trying to mix it up, right? They're trying to do something different that the PGA Tour doesn't do. They're really trying other things. So with stuff like this, it's just different, right? If they play 4-man teams, whether it's best ball, scramble, whatever, they should. I mean, they got to be different. You can't just bring out a league and just do it. You got to be different.
So they have when I saw this name right here, immediately thought of Kode selling his clap cleats for clapping cheeks. So it's Team Cleeks.
Cleeks.
Yeah.
Talk about his name. Look at the name under Smash.
Yeah, I'll give you $1 if you can pronounce that one.
Holy moly.
If
Which
the
one?
Pat Baranatan, you're at.
You said
If the
banana
Pat-
tan?
If the Pat Baranatan, you're at. If the Pat Baranatan, you're at. I hope that's right. Next song by Snoop. So yeah, this would be interesting. Taylor Gooch, Graham McDowell, Bernd Weisberger, Sergio, Jedediah. Louis Oosthuizen, Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood.
I'm
Damn.
not surprised Ian Poulter went.
No. Hell no. Well, you had that name. What about this name?
Oh, yeah.
TK.
Yeah, it's TK.
Yeah.
Chintanua.
Probably like
Ratchanon Chintananuat. Yeah.
Yeah, Chitanahuna.
it's probably Shannon.
Teacher naming out all these kids' names.
12 teams, 48 players, intense competition, new rivalry. So it's like, that's what I want to know is like, what does this all mean? How it works. Here we go. 12 teams, team and individual competition going head to head all season long. Smaller fields, more action, 54 holes, three rounds, no cuts, shotgun start, 8 events. So, the team
so
championship will be the 8th and final event of the season.
Yeah, that's going to be the weird part. Is everyone's going to be out on the course at the same time.
That'll be interesting.
I mean, so the winners in, and you still have guys playing, which doesn't happen obviously on the PGA Tour.
So is this run then by the Saudi government?
Some investment banker in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, so he's got money, and they're going to make money. Each regular
They
season
don't even
event.
have a TV deal.
Really?
Wow, I mean,
They'll make money.
that you think they're gonna make money, but who's going to go?
Fox
Right.
will pick it up.
Yep. Fox, or what's that one? What's that one that HBO owns that we watch? Vice. Vice is going to pick it up.
Right.
Yeah,
Vice
or there's
golf.
going to be a behind the golf curtain or whatever here.
Yeah.
So each regular season event will have a prize purse of $25 million. $20 million for individuals, where everyone receives a cut. $4 million to first, $120K to 48th. $5 million for the top 3 teams.
Dang. Well, there you go.
So it is team and individual. That's what's pretty neat about it. Following the first 7 events, the individual champion will be crowned, offering a purse of $30 million for the top 3, $18 million to first, $8 million to second, $4 million to third. Only available to players who play a minimum of 4 events. $50 million to the winning team, $16 million to first, $1 million to 12th. Wow.
So isn't this kind of like NASCAR then, I guess? In a way, like you got teams, but you can still win individually.
Yeah, they have like an owner's championship, and which is
whatnot.
Yeah, just this is like 50 times more than what NASCAR makes.
Right.
Yeah, no shit. So it'll be interesting. See how this plays out. Bear, when did you say the first one is? Oh, here we go. Events. London's the first one. June 9th, this weekend.
This weekend. Okay. Yeah,
but they have no TV deal.
No, I don't know what it's going to be on.
So that's what we got to figure out.
Probably be on Peacock.
They need it. They probably would do it.
They already sold. Yeah, they already sold their soul when they agreed for Vince to go over there. So, I'm surprised if Peacock did it.
Arlo White is the lead play-by-play announcer.
Wait, go back up. No, right there. Streamed on YouTube and Facebook. There you go.
Oh, shoot.
LiveGolf.com. Yeah.
Out here, Facebook Live and shit.
Coverage of the event will include 60 on-course mics, including ones worn by players and caddies. Nice.
I think that's good. I think that's what they need to do. But the problem is you are on livegolf.com, YouTube, and Facebook. That's not good.
Yeah, but they're just starting. They got time.
I mean, we could Facebook stream.
Yeah.
So we would be that.
We're a big goddamn deal. We just don't have 50 million.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. We're going to be the next broadcasters of this damn thing.
Hey, if they want to pay us $100 million too, yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
Man, I'm streaming right now. Shit.
We'll stream it on Zoom.
I'll broadcast the shit out of this.
Shit, I'll stream from Zoom, from Skype, my Teams.
You'll bring back MySpace.
And all of it. All of it. Vine.
Vine. Oh God.
Fine.
All right. Well, we gotta get to let's get to NASCAR. Man, that race, Enjoy Illinois 300, presented by Ticket Smarter in Madison, Illinois. What a racetrack. That was a fun track.
It was good. It was a good race. It was a nice track. I'm happy they went there, and I hope they keep going there. I don't know why we don't do it. Just fucking pick Joey Logano anytime there's a new track.
I already picked him.
Just do it. Because he won again on a new track. He has a knack for that, right? I think he's won on the last 3 new tracks they have, which is insane. Bristol Dirt here and the Coliseum. Those are your last 3 new ones. So there you go.
And all of us have taken Joey Logano already. So
Yep. So Logano, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Blaney Amarola are your top 5. Hell of a race. Chastain pissed some people off. So Chase got back at him. Denny got back at him.
yeah, Chase did it the right way. Bump him once, got him out of the way, almost put him in a wall. He was done with him. Denny is just an asshole. Like
Well,
it was funny, but I'm like, God, what a prick.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did break. I think what he broke his toe. What was it? Toe drive or something like that. I mean, he fucked his car up. I mean, he did. So Denny was pissed. He kind of just pushed Chase out of the way. I mean, totally his fault, and he admitted fault to everything. Good for Ross.
Yeah.
But Denny's definitely not done with him. Chase may be, but Denny isn't. So.
That's what I said. I hope Denny does something, spins him out or something, and then I hope Ross comes back. But Ross doesn't seem like the guy that's just going to come back and spin something.
No, and he's been racing this way, and it's okay to race aggressive. He doesn't have to apologize after every single time. I mean, goodness, if he's taken out some lowly team who doesn't have much, then okay. When you're taking out Denny Hamlin, who is owned by Gibbs, but oh, by the way, you own your own team, get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of which, Stenhouse spins out Bubba Wallace, and then Denny comes up and stops on Ricky too. just piss him off.
Denny was on one in that race, but I like I said, I get it. It's his car, it's his money, whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, that was it was a good race though. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was a great race, and we go to a road course this week. We go to Sonoma out in California, West Coast, 4:00 on Sunday. And then we're off the next week for Father's Day, so we won't have a race for 2 weeks after this.
First time that's had that. Usually it's Mother's Day where they're off, but this year they raced on it.
Yep. So
which makes sense.
Flip up the schedule a little bit. So it's good. Sonoma this week, the Toyota Save Mart 350.
And then last week, old Parrott got him a 2 with Kyle Busch.
Mm-hmm.
I got myself a 9 with Bell. 14 for Bear with Haley. Zane Smith filling in for Chris Boucher, so Dubb can pick Boucher again.
Yep.
Zane Smith got him a 17. Awesome. And then Harrison Burton got Kode a 25th. So I was glad to pull.
Haley needed to get me a top 15, and he raced himself. He was in 17th with 3 laps to go and got up to 14. Love it.
Dude,
Love it.
And for DraftKings, I told you I took out Custer and Burton and put in Haley and Smith, and that was a good choice. Helped me win that DraftKings this week.
I should have put in Dinger. I
had the Dinger too.
In other lineups, which I won some money, but I didn't play him in ours, and I should have. So he would have been a hell of a play on this. Where did he end up finishing? Like 10th, I think.
Yeah, all 6 of my guys were in the top 17. I think 4 were in the top 10, and then I had Haley in 14th, Zane Smith in 17th. It worked out.
Yeah, and now we get a fun one. Get a roadie.
Yep. So you are still ahead, my friend. You are ahead of me. So you have 196. I think I'm at 209. Yep, 209. And then Parrott would be next. He is at 229. So he's 20 more behind. So it's still really close. I think even Kode back at 16.4, he's at 262. So he's, a couple races back. Not a big deal. We still got plenty of races to go. So
yes, we do.
Bear, who do you have this week, sir?
This was a tough one for me this week because I had 2 guys. I wanted to play or wanted to race here. And I'm going with Suarez, just because he's raced well here. He has good history, but God, his luck has just been so bad. And that's what worries me more than anything.
Right.
I think he could reach it. He could get a top 15 for us this week. but it was a really tough choice between him and Eric Jones. I almost played Eric Jones this week. I was very close because surprisingly, Eric Jones has like fantastic track history here. Fantastic. I think he has like 4 top 10s and 5 races or something. So
And he's quietly having a decent year too.
he is, yeah. He's right in there. So he'll be a guy though you got to keep for you know, the Brickyard or Michigan, something like that. Guy you can run in there.
Yeah, because how many guys have wins? 11 now. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got Chase with 1, Ross with 2, Logano with 2, Kyle with 1, Byron with 2, Hamlin with 2, Kyle Larson with 1, Bowman with 1, Kurt Busch with 1, Briscoe with 1, Cindric with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right now, Blaney would be in, Truex would be in, Tyler Reddick would be in, Christopher Bell, and Eric Amarola. Kevin Harvick is on the outside as we sit by 8 points. And then Eric Jones is right there too.
Yeah, and Busher was right there, but unfortunately not racing that hurt him. He was in like
and that's based so that is based on their if they had stage wins or anything else. So actual points right now, it'd be top 16. Harvick would be in, as would, let's see, any guys out? Yeah, Hamlin's in 19th right now, Cindric's in 18th, and Busch is in 17th. So put those 3 in and drop the last 3 out. So Dillon, Jones, and Briscoe would be, or not Briscoe, Dillon, Jones, and Harvick would be your first 3 out, as we said. So just wild. Wild how this crap works. But we'll see. I mean, all you got to do is win 1.
Exactly. That's what you need to do, what you got to do. And it should be a good race this weekend at Sonoma. But
7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 11 races left. Jesus.
Yeah.
11 races. We could definitely get 5 more winners there, 6 more winners, because they're thinking that there's going to be 17 winners. Some guys are. We'll see.
You have 3 road courses in there.
Yeah. So like, but if somebody like the Dinger won, he's not in because he's not, you know, he's to Xfinity. So even if Dinger won, he can't get in because all his points goes towards Xfinity.
What about Kaz Gralla?
Yeah, no. I think he's Xfinity or trucks. So yeah, this would be fun. Next would be Dubb.
Here, scroll. Can you scroll up?
Yes, sir. Can you see it all right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm blind, but
is that better?
No, I could see it before, but I'll do Cole Custer this week.
Husky brown hair.
I was gonna go with my old pal Boris said, but
he's probably racing this week. You know that, right?
Is he racing?
He always races at Sonoma, so I mean, I'm assuming he will. But
so why aren't you going with him?
Yeah,
that'd be perfect.
Yeah, no, I'll stay with Cole Custer.
All right, Cody Bryant.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I already trying to think if I took him. Ryan Blaney. Did I take him yet?
No.
All right, I'm going with him.
Actually, you know what? No, put Boris in for me. I'll do that.
Is Boris in?
Huh?
Is he racing?
It should be.
Well, if he doesn't, you can go back to whoever you just said, Cole Custer.
Yeah, they haven't announced the field yet.
I'll put it in there. Boris said or Cole Custer. Yep.
Getting a little chippy in there.
Yep. Yep. I understand. Yes. 14.
Yeah.
He has no clue. That's the best part. Are you back?
I've been here the entire time.
You were choppy that entire time. I think my 2 comrades here would agree.
Yeah, you talk like that. He talked like Kane when he put the thing up. It was like, I want more S7.
What kind of computer you got, man? A K Pro?
Work computer. So
the speaking of Kane and bad voices, if you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, solid.
I just watched Top Gun yesterday again for like the 55th time.
Maverick was good.
Oh yeah, I still got to do that, huh?
Yeah, you got to watch Top Gun. You haven't
Oh,
watched the
Lord.
original.
Yeah, I forgot. I got to watch the JJ the Jet plane. Oh, Lord.
You'll be fine.
Maybe
All
I'll
right.
put that on the Patreon and have a watch along.
You watching Top Gun? That would be a
Yeah.
great episode. What the hell? Why are these guys out here playing volleyball? That's
Yeah,
what I can't wait to hear.
Yeah. Oh man.
See volleyball happening. There's looks like 5 minutes left in the third of the old walleye game. Up 3-0.
Good.
Pause.
Hey,
Throw the whole team away.
I'm not gonna lie. If they come back to Toledo, I'm not sure you guys should go. Just so magically, the only 2 games both you go to, they lose. Maybe I'm gonna ban you guys from the game. Actually,
I'll tell you what. I can't make it to 7 if they go 7.
thank God. Don't go to 6 either.
Need to ban that clown that was sitting behind us.
Oh,
My God, man.
he could have used Connell Barrett.
Listen here, fellas, man. If you're trying to get a girl and you're on your first date, don't ever talk about your past. Under any circumstances, you never bring up the past, all right? It don't matter if you were dating Alicia Keys and she broke your heart, all right? No woman wants to hear about your past. Just don't do it. Don't give away the fact that you got a roommate. Matter of fact, nobody over the age, no, not even not a college student, you do not need a roommate, all right? No grown man should not be living with another man under any circumstances unless you in college. That's it, because they force you to. You don't talk about your roommates and you don't talk about his relationships, all right? Just, oh Lord, if it wasn't for the fact it was only 5 black dudes in the whole arena, I'd have turned around and told him shut the fuck up. Like, I wanted to so bad. I got close. I did get an A, and then I turned around like, hey man, and he kind of looked, because he almost got cute. And I don't know if you remember this, Gray, but he almost got cute and he tried to tell a Richard Pryor joke.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. That's what I turned around and I looked at him and we made eye contact and he changed the subject real quick.
I think I do remember. I didn't see you, but I remember him saying something about. I think I do remember that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man, because they were talking about comedy somehow, and his favorite comedians. He's like, yeah. And his voice was all nasally and high pitched too. He sounded like he was like 5'7". He probably was.
5'7".
He was like 5'6".
He was a little short shit.
Yeah, he one of them little Adam Cole type dudes.
He got mad at me because I was yelling at his whatever it was because I thought they were going to take our seats.
Yeah, man, he was gonna fight.
I sat down and I very nicely apologized to the lady because I was wrong. Gave me this glare face, and she kept talking to me, and I was like, obviously, you're not that interested.
Yeah,
I'm like, but trust me, I really don't. I don't want to have to knock an old man out today.
Yeah, messed around, pushed his hairline back.
Well, that's the bad part for him is he wouldn't realize the 2 guys sitting in front of me.
Right.
So he would have been up shit's creek the wrong way there.
Oh yeah, that would have been bad.
Oh yeah, man. He did though. He got cute, man. He was like, yeah, I like comedy too, and some of my favorite comedians. I like the Eddie Murphys and the George Carlin and Richard Pryor. I
Remember he said
remember
something.
this.
I remember the George Carlin. He made that comment saying
I tuned it out.
he was clean or something. I'm like, George Carlin wasn't clean. Like,
Right. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
or he said, no, what do you say? He said he made sure not to say the 7 words you couldn't say on TV. And I was like,
Yeah.
George Carlin was as dirty as could be. Like,
Yeah, he said
Right.
everything under the sun.
It was funny because he said he wasn't gonna say any of the George Carlin's words, but I guarantee if I wouldn't have turned around when he started talking about Richard Pryor, he'd have dropped the N-bomb real quick.
I wish he would have too.
Oh God, that would have been bad.
I would have loved
I would have been sitting there trying to watch the game, eating popcorn, like, God damn it, Cody, why are we doing this today?
No, it would have been worth it. I would
But-
have won first if that's what you wanted.
The best thing though was, there we go, Tatum. The best thing was game 2. We were in like the seats we bought. I didn't know there was nobody behind us. It was perfect, so we could
Yeah, you
stand
can-
up.
Nice.
Yeah, we could stand up and be right there. And then the people in front of us, I know who they are. And I realized who they were, and we went to school with them. Dubb, I'll put it in here, and who it was. And so they were sitting in front of us, and she and the other kids, and she stands up after the Walleye score a goal. I was dying. She had popcorn in her drink, and she went to like clap or something. Both gone right in front of her. It lands on the people in front of her and the next group. And then at the end, they're like, they were waiting for an apology, and then he went off for a second. I was like, God dang it, I don't want to have to fight anybody. Like,
Yeah, she could at least say my bad, something. She got to say something, man. You got to say something. You got to say at least my bad celebration.
No, absolutely.
yeah, no, it was good.
Something on somebody.
But they got screwed on that shorthanded goal. We'll talk about the Walleye real quick. They're down 2-0, but it looks like it's 2-1 now. I believe they did win. They're up 4-1 with 3 minutes left.
Nice.
So 2 quick goals happened. Up 4-1 with 3 minutes left, and so that'll be 2 games to 1. They're down in Florida for 2 more after tonight, and we were there. Game 2 was raw. I mean, the referees are playing a factor. Usually, I'm not one to bitch about referees, but even when it's my teams, but this time I will. It was some bad calls, like absolutely atrocious. That shorthanded goal that they scored in game 2, 20 seconds in, was we're just called off for like, are you shitting me right now? And some of the penalties, and like when they got in the fight, when basically both teams were in a fight, and then we got the extra penalty, and I'm like, oh, this is great. So we're going to go down even more. But they did look, game 1, even there were some referee calls in there that were kind of BS, but they just looked tired and gassed in the third period. They were up 2-0. The third period, second period, they gave up a goal. Third period, they gave up 2, gave up 1 with like a minute 40 left in the game to lose, to not be tied. Florida went ahead, and it was rough. And that goalie, he's talking there. I mean, they're feeding him shit. I don't blame him for talking shit back or taunting the crowd, because all day, you know what they say their name. And I told Cody, I was like, if I got to hear this for
that's what they do about everybody.
Yeah. I'm like,
But
if I got to hear
this
this for 1,000 damn times.
But you're right though. This dude's good though. I mean,
He is good.
They faced, and he's the best goalie they faced because he doesn't give up second chances. He brings it in, and he's got a great glove.
Yep.
Why? Every other goalie they faced has not had, or they don't bring him in. I mean, they're backboards. I called their first 2 goalies, they played backboards because every time they shot, they couldn't corral the puck. This dude can, and that's the Walleye struggle on offense. They struggle on power plays because
it's horrible.
If they don't get that deflection, they don't play in front of the net, which pisses me off even more than anything. I mean, they're on a power play and they got 2 guys behind the net. It's like they know what you're doing. They don't have to come back and play the puck. It's just a little bit of it's frustrating. So I'll be interesting to see the highlights from this game and see if they change, because Dan Watson's a good coach. He's a smart coach. He probably realized that and made those changes. So hopefully they keep it going and they can at least take 1 more in Florida after tonight and get back to Toledo.
That'd be great. Hoping they do. And then how about game 1 though, with the hit somebody, that opera singer was doing the national anthem, caught her off guard. They didn't warn her.
Someone must not have clued her in because
They
I've
did not clue her in.
never seen that. I've never seen that.
She was so flustered.
Started laughing. That was awesome.
And
Cheered
he didn't
her
clue
on.
me in either because it wasn't that last time I was at a game.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a flag. That's what they used to scream.
They've been saying hit somebody for 30 years.
No, man. When we had season tickets like that year, it's a flag.
No, instead of a banner.
Then,
yeah.
Yeah, after banner. And then like hit somebody kind of creeped in, and I guess hit somebody took over.
I've been saying hit somebody for like 20 years since
Yeah,
I was there, and like my first games were
only
in the
22. What the hell are you talking about?
shit. I wish I was only 22. No, when I was going in like
take his hat off, he looks 42.
Yeah, 52. No, I went in the mid 90s. I would go all the time because my cousin, like just a third cousin or whatever, played for that's the jersey that hangs in the pod room here. His jersey that he wore on I think my 12th birthday, he wore that. That's when Hinkle's Donuts sponsored him, when they do those sponsors on for the New Year's Eve games. And yeah, that was a sweet. I remember that game because I turned 12. He gave me a puck. I got somebody else's stick. He scored a goal. He got in a fight. It was awesome. I was like, this is the best birthday gift ever. And that was down at the old sports arena. They were saying hit somebody down there. And Dubb, you remember, you know the Uncle Jeff story. Goes down to the sports arena. Jeff was a drinker, and they were late to the game. This is in the 90s. They were late down to the game, and he gets down there, and he comes in. They pull in. He's not driving, of course, and he does the, "Oh, Uncle Johnny, I'm at the hockey game," and they're like, "Sir, the handicap section's right up front." So they pull him right in the front. They had to put him in a section. Like you guys what were you in, 108?
Yeah.
So if you go around further to like 112, where it's like a corner spot.
So like 111. Yeah, 112.
112 is right in the middle. So 111. So 111, he's like right there. And this is before they were selling out like crazy. I mean, they still had good fans and good attendance, but they had to, because he was just throwing beer everywhere. They didn't want to kick him out. So they moved him to the side because there was a gap there in the opening, gave him a chair and roped him off. So that because he was so hammered. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? What is going on? But that's the shit he got away with. He did not care. I will tell you that. So good old Uncle Jeff. But some of the shit that we don't like that we've always talked about is some of these people just throwing shit on the ice.
Yeah, that's totally for you. That's the problem, is those are the dumbasses.
Yep. But that doesn't speak to all of us. So hopefully the walleye get it, as Bear said. We've got we're going to see what happens here. It looks like there's not much time left in this game. There is 19 seconds. They're up 4-1, so you can chalk that up as a win and moving forward. So we've got the Avalanche. They are in the Stanley Cup Finals. They swept the Edmonton Oilers. They beat them in overtime in Game 4. And you've got Tampa and New York at 2-2. So see what that plays out. Game 5 is tomorrow or tonight when you listen to the show, Thursday at 8 p.m. on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
Yeah, Tampa made a nice run comeback. New York was up in Game 3, and they came back and ended up winning that game, and then brought the momentum into Game 4. So got ourselves a series, because if it was 3-0 New York, that probably would have been donezo for Tampa. But God, Colorado, oh my goodness, dude. They score at will. It is unbelievable. It's going to be tough to stop them. You're going to have a really good goalie, because they just fucking score. It's insane. It doesn't matter. They don't care about defense. They don't care about goalie. They're going to score 8. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's one of the best offensive hockey teams I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep. And
I got a quick question for probably more for Dubb, I would guess. Gray, you're not going to be too much into it. Maybe Kode. So I got into an argument with a guy at work, older guy, older than us. And
is he older than Kode?
Yes, even older than Kode.
Well, damn.
I told him I picked Colorado to win it. And he goes, you can no longer be a Red Wings fan. I'm like, why? He goes, rivalry. Like, the rivalry was 25 years ago.
Yeah, that ended in the late 90s.
I'm like, dude. Okay, so you guys, I can see Dubb's face. So do you agree with me that it's no longer a rivalry?
No,
not even close. It was. I told him, I said, you're right. I said, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, it was 100% the biggest rivalry in hockey. I said, but you do realize that the Wings have had tougher rivalries over the years with San Jose, with Pittsburgh, with
0809 with, I was about to say 0809 with Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh.
And I said now they suck and they're out of the West. So I said they play each other like once or twice a year. Like there's no rivalry. It's over.
Yeah, that's the Penguins, man. Their rivalry right now is the Islanders. They can't get past the Islanders. And it was the Caps for a couple of years. Now it's the Islanders.
Thank you. I just needed.
When I was growing up, I hated the Avalanche. Like
me too.
But now it's like, you play.
Doesn't matter.
Red Wings haven't made the playoffs in 8 years. I mean, what?
That's what I'm saying. There's no rivalry anymore. The last rivalry that it was Pittsburgh, and fuck Pittsburgh. And
that guy's living
and stupid Malkin.
And Claude Lemieux and all that stuff. I mean, that's, by the way, that documentary that's going to be coming out here pretty soon.
That 30 for 30 is going to be a banger.
Which one?
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Wings and Avalanche rivalry.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
They got everybody. I saw Brendan Shanahan, Darren McCarty. They got
was D-Mac smoking weed and talking about wrestling while I was on it?
Oh my goodness.
They and I think Konstantinov is the one who is in there, which he might not have, unfortunately, sadly, he might not have many years left to live. So for them to get him in that documentary is, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Hope it comes out before. It's going to be like the fucking John Madden thing where he's going to pass or something and it's going to come out.
Yeah.
See that messed up?
I mean, after the accident, he's been in a wheelchair forever, but he's had more health issues in the more recent years, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, I remember that day. That was another day that, it was right after they beat, right after 97 when they beat, who was it?
Philly.
Not the Phillies. The Flyers.
Flyers
in 97.
Oh, man. I remember that vaguely.
That white limousine.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, we're going to see what happens there. Just a quick NBA update. NBA Finals, Celtics, Warriors. It's 1-1. Right now, as we watch it, looks like it's 56-47, unless somebody else's TV is ahead of mine.
No, that's what I got.
Nope, I'm just watching ESPN because I went to a different cable. So.
Yep, we'll see. Grandpa's doing all right. I know the Warriors are on an 8-0 run right now.
56-49 now.
I almost turned it off.
Yep.
58-49. It just keeps changing. So, yeah, a lot of game left. This game, I mean, obviously after game one, the Celtics were down by 16 after 3 and ended up winning.
Yeah.
Something like that. And same thing. They were down big, but ended up losing game 2, and we'll see what they can do in Boston. But they have not played well in Boston during the playoffs, but they've played the Warriors well. So should be good. But I think tonight they have to win. It'd be big win for them tonight. Big win for them tonight.
They got to win. They got to win at least 2 in Boston.
Yeah. Well, I think if they win the second one in Boston, well, I shouldn't say that, I guess, but
they've been playing better on the road, but it is Golden State.
Yep. So good. And yeah, it's our 2 playoffs, right? 3.
Yep.
At the wall.
That's it. And then we've got NFL. We were just talking briefly before you got on, Bear. NFL, Cooper Kupp signed an extension, 3 years, $80 million.
Rams just don't have salary cap, I guess. Every other team has salary cap, but the Rams, nah.
Fuck that cap.
Fuck that cap. Aaron Donald just got restructured deal. He's the highest paid non-quarterback, right?
Yep. Got a $40 million raise.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp getting money. I don't know what happens there.
And it saved him. Aaron Donald's deal saved him $2.5 million.
He must be slanging drugs.
So it's enough for, Cranky got that money. He just the in-laws just bought the Broncos. So
yeah,
that's true. Yeah, for $4.5 billion with a B. So now the Waltons own the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Great value Broncos.
The Great Value Broncos. A 24th woman has come out with Deshaun Watson. So,
Yeah, we were going to talk about that too.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's a nasty dude, man. That's a nasty dude.
And what I hope happened here is that the Browns put something in their contract for this guaranteed money bullshit to where if more and more keeps coming out, they can release him and not have to pay.
They knew it. They knew the shit was coming.
Like you said,
they knew the shit was coming.
I'm pretty sure that it was rumored that that's possible. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, they knew this shit was coming. Nah, pay that man. You gave him that money. No, you got to bite that bullet. Like, yeah, he a nasty dude, but you knew this shit was coming. Hell, he had 22 when you signed him. So 23. You should have known at least 2 more were coming. What's 24? What's 24? But when you signed him, he had 22.
Well, now
he was on trial.
The new issue is now that the Texans set all these up.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Texans franchise, which already had a racist owner, now had this. Now that's going to come back on them as well, which isn't going to be good.
Nah, ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing will happen to
they'll take a draft.
Texans.
They'll take a draft. They'll take like a 6th round draft pick.
Right. That's what I mean.
From the
nothing
Rams.
Gonna happen. If Daniel Snyder, if Dan Snyder and Jerry Jones still out here running these streets, owning teams, there ain't nothing gonna happen.
Whoa. Let's calm down with that. You can't, first of all, compare Dan Snyder and Jerry Jones. That's not fair.
Well, Daniel Snyder know where the bodies are. Well, I mean, Daniel Snyder out here pimping them out too.
Just because Jerry might have banged some chick 23 years ago and had a kid with her, you can't put them in the same category. Daniel Snyder's nude pictures of cheerleaders and selling them to all his buddies out there. Jerry Jones is getting in a car, had too many wines, and fucking wrecked something. Actually, he got T-boned. It wasn't even his fault. So let's not compare him. I'm not saying Jerry Jones is a saint. Let's throw that out there too. I'm not on his side with everything, but Dan Snyder is the devil, and that's a fact. He should not be able to own the fucking NFL. He shouldn't be able to own anything. He shouldn't be able to own $10. He should be in jail.
He knows where all the bodies are buried. That's why they got rid of Jerry Richardson before they got rid of Dan Snyder.
I bet Dan Snyder will be the next one that is just randomly ends up dead somewhere. That's
the only way. That's the only way they're gonna get rid of him. They gotta kill him.
Roger Goodell is gonna do one good thing in his whole career and go Mission Impossible on him, the Rambo on him, and go take out.
They gotta kill him. And now us here, the OTL Sports Podcast, we don't condone any type of organized crime or anything like that.
Unless they cut the check.
Standard, you gotta go.
They cut the check.
Unless they cut the check. Wait, hold on a second now. Whoa. Hey, Cody's over here coughing up or dying or something. We don't know what's going on. But hey, while he's on mute, if you cut the check, organized crime, we got you. We'll push you. Just cut the check.
We got Donnie Bearsko over here.
I say we're gonna get involved with them. If they cut the check, I mean, we can promote something that they got. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know a guy.
What'd you say, Dubb?
Got the bear father over here.
Yeah, oh shit. Oh man. All right.
I got a guy. It'll look like a botched robbery.
Of course it would. So let's talk about a few things. First off, I don't know if you guys saw that Apple purchased the rights to a Formula One film with a budget of $140 million. Going to have Brad Pitt, the director, Top Gun Mavericks directors behind it, and then the producers are Jerry Bruckheimer and Lewis Hamilton himself. Brad Pitt starring. Probably something with Brad Pitt's character in Formula. It's got to be a serious movie with those guys behind it.
It'd be a love story. What are you talking about? Top Gun was a love story, and those guys were behind it.
Well, I'm talking about the new one. New Top Gun.
I'm just saying. Well, Jerry Bruckheimer did the first Top Gun too.
Yeah, this is true. The another thing is that we want to mention is Curtis Axel is I think, did you guys see him? He's now back in WWE. Axelmania. He's one of the guys that were holding back Kode and Rollins last week on
Okay,
Raw.
I was gonna ask where you mentioned that at Hell in a Cell, and I didn't see him on there. So I was gonna ask where you saw him because I must have missed him.
Oh, he was
He was
there.
the one that tore Cody's pec.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just saw something on the old Twitter, and I started laughing. From 2 days ago, old Skip Sheffield himself, Ryback, said Cody Rhodes will be fine tonight. I've watched True Kofi wrestle his whole career with no pecs and be successful.
That's the funniest thing he ever said. Where did he steal that tweet from?
Oh, that was good. He said that. I was just like, oh, all right, well, he's not wrong. And then we'll talk about Cody Rhodes here in a minute. But I saw, well, you guys saw what I sent you that Ryan Satin had said on the old Twitter as well, when he was talking in terms of Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Did you all catch that? When you didn't catch that?
What did he say though?
He said he likes how the first half of the match focused on Cody's father, Dusty, while the second paid tribute to Seth's dad, Triple H.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Really quick while we're on here, King of the Ring 2002. Anyone have any questions for Grill and JR? Since he answered, he's the only one that answers our goddamn questions.
Trying to think what happened in 2002. King of the Ring.
I'll throw one in there. We got to make sure we keep JR on our good side because we're 2 for 2 on asking him questions and him giving us good answers. Because he was all fucking red ass JR in the second one that we asked, and we asked him that question. He liked it.
Which one?
Was that up to 99?
Yeah, because we asked him about
because he asked who
Stoops.
Because he asked. Well, Stoops was the first one. He had a really good one.
And then the belt. What was that again?
What
was that guy's name?
And he goes, what was that guy's name? And he's over the line. Then Conrad, of course, goes back in. And he goes, oh, free plug.
Yeah, that was Lesnar beat RVD in the final.
Oh, yeah.
Taker beat Triple H for the undisputed.
Angle and Hogan were in this one.
Ask him if he enjoys his mule in a low ball with 3 ice cubes or a Yeti.
Yeah, no, I would. I want to know, like, how hard was it to get Terry to agree to tap clean to Kurt Angle? That's what I want to know. I don't know if he'll answer that, but that's a legitimate.
Yeah. Ask him. Yeah, you should ask him how many times did Terry tell him that doesn't work for me, brother.
That's wrong.
That's what I want to know.
How hard was it to get Terry to tap to Kurt clean? Hashtag it doesn't work for brother.
He might not be. He might be like, who's Terry?
JR.
Yeah.
Should I say Terry or Hulk?
Hulk.
Probably had to say Hulk.
Yeah.
Right.
You might run out of characters saying the bald head racist.
How hard was it to get Hulk to tap to Kurt clean? Hashtag it doesn't work for me, brother. Hashtag.
I hope he reads that too. Hashtag it doesn't. He wouldn't read. He won't read
Conrad
that.
Would. Oh, Conrad would for sure.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hashtag it doesn't work for me, brother. I will die laughing if he reads that.
Tell him hashtag bald head bigot might be too broad.
I think we ran out of characters there, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
We'll save that for the other one. What's his name? Old Bruce. Once Bruce does a show,
he don't even ask questions. I got over it.
Yeah, he ain't gonna answer. He's too busy slurping him. He's trying to figure out a way to bring him back.
Yeah, I got to start listening to Mick Foley's here and see if he does. I'm sure he does questions and stuff.
Oh, I had some free time and I listened to Easy E's today.
Yeah.
And I listened to that Nitro. Remember he fired Randy Anderson?
Yeah.
I listened to that one. That one was actually kind of funny.
I'm like 3 years behind on that.
Yeah. He said he was telling a story about how it happened on Monday Nitro, and by Thursday he got called into the office, and I guess some people from Randy Anderson's church had like called TBS and like
Mhm.
called Turner.
Yeah, they were like,
complaining because he fired him on TV.
yeah, they thought it was all real and stuff. I was like,
Yeah. Man, shout out to Randy Anderson, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. Randy Anderson. Oh, Pee Wee.
So I had to crack up today. So I was reading on some of old Iron Sheik's because he tweets all day long. So just from today, a gentleman can always go fuck himself. Openly and honestly, go fuck yourself. While my guitar gently goes fuck yourself. With limited access, go fuck yourself. In your own words, go fuck yourself. Fuck the bots. From both points of view, go fuck yourself. Fuck inflation. Data science, go fuck yourself. The fabulous Moolah and the great Mae Young and the Dan Raphael. Yeah, it's got Dan Raphael.
Oh, Dan, I don't know.
Yeah, 100% boyfriend. Take a
Dan
minute of
Raphael
your day
is
to be nice to
ESPN
someone.
boxing, dude, isn't it?
Take a minute of your day to be nice to someone, you dumb son of a bitch. Hulk Hogan might boot his ass. It says, here, what it was, it says, name a better trio than Magic Bird and Michael. And it says, Hulk Hogan might boot his ass. Was his response to name a better trio. Bianca Belair, you are the real of the real, no jabroni. I'm proud of you big time, Bubba. Oh man, he's fantastic. All right, so with we'll really quick just show what happened in wrestling this last week. Madcap beat Corbin, Theory beat Mustafa Ali, KO beat Ezekiel, Bobby Lashley beat Omos and MVP, Bianca, and a pretty good match, beat Asuka and Becky Lynch. And
dear God, who let Perry get all of them right?
Judgment Day beat Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Liv Morgan, and Kode beat Seth with a torn pec, which was unreal to watch. When that came off, you're like, it's worse than old Hunter had it back in the day. And that was their best match, too, of the 3 they've had. That was their best one.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was actually a decent pay-per-view.
Very predictable.
Yeah. I mean, it's very predictable and a bunch of rematches, but I don't know. They pulled it off.
Now, what they need to do, though, since when's Ezekiel and KO fighting again? Is it Money in the Bank or is it before that? Because he made him admit his name was Elias. So you know what's coming.
Elias is going to come back.
They're going to do something because, I mean, he made him say that so he could get the rematch.
So they're going to call Damian Sandow again?
So something's got to, like you said, something's going to happen. But, yeah.
Damian Sandow?
Yeah, he'd come back, be Elias' stunt double.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was it was pretty predictable. But I mean, it was good. It was I thought it was good. I mean, hell, even the Madcap Corbin fight wasn't. I thought that was a pretty good match actually. For who you can tell is still, he's still not totally there. But Corbin led him right through that match. I thought it was pretty good. But the shocker, though, we all thought Finn Balor. Why we picked Judgment Day, right? We all thought Finn Balor was going to turn.
He did,
but he turned on Edge
on Raw. Yep,
I didn't see that coming.
No,
I thought he would have turned and been with them, but he turned on Edge. So that's interesting. So now, do we get Edge and Styles, or what's going to go on with that? Or
you know what's going to happen?
Are we going to get a double swerve where Edge comes back and they're all together, and the Edge is going to bring in Styles or bring in somebody, and then Edge is going to go back to him. I just feel like it was a weird way to get Edge out of there. So I bet he tries to get in with these guys or get in with Styles or get in with somebody. They'll have a match at Money in the Bank. He's going to turn on him and still say, yeah, I'm the leader of Judgment Day, by the way. Watch.
There's another rumor. There's another rumor out there that I heard that they want to bring back Big Cass.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, Lord.
I thought he's in AEW.
No, it was just a one-off.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
But I do just want to mention also another pay-per-view where the Intercontinental Championship was not defended.
Doesn't even exist.
Continental champion.
Ricochet.
Oh, yeah, fuck. I couldn't even say. I forgot. I thought he lost it.
Yeah,
I've been saying this for months. I mean, like, this title is just like it evaporated. It's like it's gone.
Disappointing. It used to be the stepping stone, and now, yeah, it's nothing. Ricochet, the next guy.
No.
But yeah, I saw that the whole Kode thing. He was supposed to win Money in the Bank, so obviously that's maybe not going to happen now. I don't know.
No, he's having the surgery. He's out. He'll be a surprise. What did we say? Survivor Series makes sense when he'll be back.
It'll be the Rumble. They said it's a 6-month injury, so he won't make Survivor Series.
So he'll win the Rumble, and he'll fight Roman at Mania. So Roman's going to carry those titles till Mania.
Yeah, right. My thought if they did it is if he won Money in the Bank, he'd try to do it at some pay-per-view, lose it, and still win the Rumble, and then get Roman, and then finally win. But I think we all know what it's going to come down to. It's going to be Kode winning the belt at WrestleMania.
Makes the most sense.
But
they can't have Kode win the Rumble if MJF is going to debut at it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if that happens.
No.
Yeah. All seems like a work to me.
It is a work.
It's a work, damn it.
Damn work.
And we know Punk's hurt, so they're having this. Kode, you and I talked about how wacky it's going to be, like what they're doing, and it could actually work out to their favor, but we're going to see.
No, we're going to be stuck with another Moxley championship reign.
Yeah. So here's what's happening. They're having a battle royal. Winner's facing Mox because he has the best record in AEW. Winner of that is facing Tanahashi or Goto.
Tanahashi, I think.
The winner of Tanahashi and Goto.
Yeah, the winner.
Yeah, the winner of that at Dominion. Winner of those matches face off for the interim title. So it's probably going to be Tanahashi and Mox.
It'll probably be it'll be Goto. Tanahashi ain't putting over Mox. Yeah, but you can't have Japanese Cena go over you can't have Japanese Cena losing to Moxley.
This is true.
Cena's coming back too, isn't he? Is what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, because 20 years.
I saw some shit that he's gonna be coming back.
Probably. The one that makes the most sense is going to be Theory. I mean, Theory looked up to him. Cena like that. He says Theory's his favorite right now. So it's like leading into that. You're going to have Theory and Cena because you need Cena to put him over.
I don't know why.
Right. Don't matter.
Theory's already over. I'm starting to like Theory.
Yeah. No, he's good. He's young and he's good.
He's a good heel.
And he can figure out a way to stay out of jail.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hopefully.
Oh, man.
He did all his dirt on Snapchat.
But what did you say about, because tonight, who came? Oh, Ospreay came out tonight.
Yep, Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
How does that sound familiar?
Because he was big in New Japan. He was the champ until he got hurt.
He was one that was doing all that flippy shit with Ricochet a couple years ago. That had everybody going crazy in not a good way. Because they did like backflips and somersaults for like 3 minutes straight in a match. And
didn't even touch each other.
Yeah, didn't touch each other, and everybody lost their shit.
I'm pretty sure.
It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure I could train for 3 months, go on the indies, make my wrestling name Bear Covington, and Tony Khan would sign me within hours.
That's right. I don't know though. You might mess around, get signed to that MJF deal, and you mess around, you'll take a pay cut.
Yeah.
If that, I don't know if that rumor is true or not. But if that rumor is true, man, like MJF, you come work with me, man. I got you. You need some hours, man. I got you.
Yeah, I can't see it. But you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Has there ever been an angle so deep where they knew it was going to happen, but they cut him and he still got signed by WWE just to invade him or some shit? Now that would be fucking wild.
He'd be the next Eric Bischoff. I'm telling you, Tony Khan is going to outsmart himself with somebody because he think he's the smartest dude in the room. And I think MJF might be the one that'll pull that shit on him. Like just the way Eric Bischoff always thought he was the smartest dude. And Brian Pillman got him.
Yep. And then he tried to play it off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No, we were going to release him anyways. Sure.
Yeah, sure you were. So let's wrap this one up. We got Vermont is the state of the episode. Vermont was previously an independent country. Before it became the 14th state, it was an independent nation for 14 years. Became independent in 1777 following clashes over land. The development allowed locals to begin printing their currency, enacting laws that banned slavery, and established the postal service.
Green Mountain Boys.
Snow golf was invented in Dummerston, birthplace of snow golf, thanks to the creative talent of Rudyard Kipling, who invented the sport at his home. He was the legendary author that wrote the Jungle Book. Also invented snow golf. Cow paradise. Vermont has the highest ratio of dairy cows in the U.S. Concerning the total population in the state, at some point, it was home to more cows than humans. They have pride with maple syrup. Largest producer of maple syrup in the country. 35% of the total supply of the market. Many locals produce the syrup at home, while others play a prominent role as the big producers. It takes, did you know that it takes 40 gallons of maple sap to make 1 gallon of syrup?
Nice.
The sap from maple trees flows and is collected in buckets, and it happens during the conductive season in early spring. New York is the second largest producer in terms of states. Billboards are illegal in Vermont. Pretty interesting.
Very interesting.
They had warrant of arrest for Bush and Cheney. Local authorities in 2 Vermont towns shocked the nation in 2008 when they passed resolutions aimed at the arrest of then President Bush and his counterpart Dick Cheney. They have a special place in history of snowboarding. One of the locals, Jake Burton, a former ski racer, designed and manufactured specialized boards after participating in snurfing. Snowboarders use snurfers and referred to the sport by the same name. There are no skyscrapers in Vermont. The state is home to short buildings that do not qualify as skyscrapers when compared to buildings in other states. Vermont stands out as a place with no skyscrapers. Tallest building is Decker Towers, only 11 stories, 124 feet tall.
Nice.
Birthplace of 2 presidents, Chester Arthur and Calvin Coolidge. The only 4th of July president, Coolidge, was born in Vermont and is the only president born on Independence Day. Largest number of Cadillac cars ever to be in a parade back in 2011, 298 Cadillacs. Of course, the home of Ben & Jerry's still operates in Vermont. Local farmers benefit from Ben & Jerry's commercial activities as they receive ice cream waste to feed the hops. World-famous ice cream shop Ben & Jerry's was started by its founders after taking a modest $5 correspondence course in ice cream making. Initial investment of $12,000, the duo started their first ice cream scoop shop in a renovated gas station in Burlington, Vermont.
I'm pretty sure they don't even sell a pint for under $5 anymore.
Right? First postage stamp made in the U.S. was made in Vermont, Brattlesboro. They have unusual mountain names. many famous mountains with ordinary names. It's also hosts peaks with ominous names. Some of the mountain ranges with strange names include Terrible Mountain, Vulture Mountain, and Devil's Gap.
Okay.
Name Vermont is considered to have originated from the fact that the French explorer Samuel de Champlain, when he viewed the Green Mountain, uttered the word vert green and mountain, Green Mountain, Vermont. No McDonald's in Montpelier. Montpelier, Vermont is the only state capital that does not have a McDonald's. It is also the smallest state capital, has a population of fewer than 10,000. As we mentioned, first state to outlaw slavery in 1777. First African-American graduated from college in the U.S. Pretty awesome there. And see if we got any. World's largest grilled cheese sandwich. 320-pound sandwich measured 10.5 feet by 2.5 inches after cooking. Jesus.
Nice.
Man. No Walmart. Only state without a Walmart until 1996. They had the largest s'more ever made, too. 32 square feet. Wow. They don't play in Vermont, it looks like. So small state. We got some big things going on there. All right, so that's the end of this. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Work Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Connellberry, datingtransformation.com, and of course, Sparty Steve. We could not do this show without you. Thank you to Vermont, the state of the episode. Go Walleye. I don't care about the NHL. Go Celtics. Go everybody else. Cody's back. We'll see if he says anything. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Fuck that salary cap.
Fuck that cap.
How many Walmarts are in Denver?